is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I'm back with another video. How are you doing, Nick?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Let's take a note from your book. It's currently 3:38, and we just finished making our thumbnails for our videos, so we decided to sit down and film before we went to bed. And there's a lot that I want to talk about in this video. So we're going to be talking about Jaclyn Hill. We're going to be talking about TikTok scammers. We're even going to be talking about like Bonnie Raitt. I never thought I would mention Bonnie Raitt in a video, but it has to be done. But before we jump into that, I would like to give a shout out to Raitt Cosmetics. Right now, they're having a Super Bowl sale, and you get 57% off of your orders, and if you order over $50, you also get free shipping. This is not sponsored. Full transparency. I am going to put a link down in the bottom of the description, as well as pin one in the comment section for you guys. Now, if you use that link, it is an affiliate link. I will get a commission from that. I want to be completely upfront with you. You don't have to use the link if you don't want to. There's no shady business going on here, but I have used Hair AF for a long time now, and the results speak for themselves. I would not talk on this product or speak about this product if it did not work. You guys know I did have a really big bald spot, but now it is gone thanks to Hair AF. It has literally changed my life. I know the work and the effort that Jim put in to get this product out on the market, and I think that everybody that has hair issues should try it.
I also think that if you're into makeup, you should check out the Dreamsicle setting spray. The smell of that,
good.
Like, we really want to turn that into a candle.
Yeah, one of my favorite ones.
Amazing.
One of my favorite ones aside from that one is Jasmine. Oh my god. So good. But I've had a ton of you guys asking about the product. I get tweets about it. I've even had emails about it. People have heard me mention it in passing in my videos. So right now would be the time to buy it because it does not go on sale that often. But with all of that said, let's jump into this video. Now, you guys, as I do when I'm laying in bed, I'll be scrolling TikTok. Nick will be over there on his phone looking at TikToks. I'll be on my side of the bed looking at TikToks.
Just laughing.
Just dying laughing.
Literally laughing.
And I came across some that I want to talk about in this video because, one, I think that it's absolutely gross the amount of people that get on here and fake like cancer for monetary gain and attention. It is one of the most deplorable, disgusting things anyone could do because there's so many people affected by cancer. And it's not just one person when someone has cancer, it's the entire family. Everybody is affected by it. So as someone that has lost family members that I love so much to cancer, it's really, truly gross. So I had to share this story with you guys. So check out this TikTok.
I have to share this with you guys. What? One of my friends just sent me this news article from her hometown. This girl right here, her name is Maddie Russo. She's 19 years old, and this is her GoFundMe, Maddie's fight against pancreatic cancer, $37,000 raised so far. This is the report for her arrest. She was charged with theft when she received over $37,000 in donations for a false cancer claim. This is a Class C felony. This is straight from her GoFundMe. It says Maddie Russo found out on February 10th, 2022 that she has pancreatic cancer and has been going to battle since to win this war. Maddie is currently undergoing vigorous chemo and radiation treatments that make her very sick. But just like the Maddie we all know, she never gives up and she's a fighter. It goes on to say it's been very hard on her family. Here's the January 9th update of this year. This is an update from January 9th of this year. It says her cancer has progressively gotten worse. It's spread throughout her blood and also her spine now. She's tried everything and given it her all. Chemo, radiation, and other methods have no longer helped. She's now signed up for a clinical trial, and maybe this will be the miracle to put her in remission. It says this process is not short, but years ahead. Yet she's still smiling even with feeding tubes and IV poles. Let me show you the pictures. Here's our girl with her feeding tube that's not primed. It looks like TPN. Let's go closer to her nose. Is that the end of the feeding tube? What is going on with that chest port? I am not a chemo nurse, but this doesn't look like a port to me. The dressing is really screwed up. To me, it's giving G-tube vibes with that little circular piece right there. This was on her GoFundMe. Apparently this girl even went to fundraisers and conventions for people with cancer to speak on it. Here's another article. I feel like I've been rocked to my soul. After learning last week that a football-sized tumor is attached to her spine, she's trying to make sense of what is going on. A football-sized tumor on your spine? She was given an 11% survival rate for 5 years. Says she began chemo and radiation. 3 months later, Maddie learned that the tumor was shrinking and responding to the treatment, but at the same time found out that the cancer had spread to her blood when she was diagnosed with leukemia.
Happy Happy Easter, everybody. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it's Easter. I'm glad it's Easter because that means I can start to see the finish line until I finish chemo radiation and get rechecked, and hopefully it is gone or shrinking, hoping for great news.
Okay, so like that is a lot to unpack. I say that a lot, but the fact that this girl felt comfortable getting on the internet and telling this lie, this humongous lie, is so disgusting to me.
Well, can I just say that I have come across many a scammer over on the TikTok in my day, scrolling over there. And the number one thing that they always say is that they have cancer, but the kind of cancer that they always go to is pancreatic cancer, and it's always stage 4. It's never stage 1, not even like a stage 2. They always go to stage 4. And my question is, why is that? What is it about pancreatic cancer that they all gravitate towards?
Maybe
and like,
the
why
symptoms
is that the reason?
and the way that they can live, they like maybe people last longer even though it's terminal in stage 4. I don't know.
And they all say that they're undergoing like cancer treatments, going through chemo and all of that, but they all do not lose their hair. They are not losing weight. Like, I witnessed my uncle go through cancer. He had throat cancer, and I believe that he had liver cancer as well, and he was going through chemo and all that. So I watched him deteriorate. And sadly, my uncle did pass away from cancer. He looked nothing like this.
No, and you know what's so crazy? You know how we were both adopted? I never put 2 and 2 together. I knew that Nick's uncle passed away from cancer, but when I was like, it was in middle school. I was like in 7th grade. My mom was the person that took care of all of her siblings because they were much older than her, and she brought my uncle in, and he went into hospice care. He had squamous cell cancer, and it was one of the most horrible things that I think I've ever seen. Like, somebody wanting to cling to life so hard and just seeing them like slip away is so hard. And the fact that people can capitalize on people's emotions on the internet that have probably been through losing someone that is terminal with cancer is so like disgusting, predatory, like the lowest of the low. Like, that right there is right up there with pedophiles for me.
Yeah.
For you to do something like that, you have to be incredibly disgusting and disingenuous. I could never wrap my head around doing something like that. That's terrible.
Well, can y'all let us know down in the comment section, like, why you think that people automatically, like, go to stage 4 pancreatic cancer?
I want to know, too.
I honestly have no idea. Like, I've sat here and, like, tried to think about it. Like, why is that?
It has to be something with like how people progress and the treatments or something, because there has to be a reason why there's so many people doing it. And it's not just 2, 3, 4 people. He's probably seen 10, 11, maybe even 15 people that say that they have this, and it's just like month after month they look the same, and it's just like, and I get that some cancers that people have, they can go through treatment and still look the same, but specifically with pancreatic cancer, that seems like a big deal.
But it's
cancer
just,
in any form is a big deal, but
it's stage 4.
Yeah.
So you think that you would, at stage 4, you'd be on aggressive treatment trying to get it under control. That's not adding up.
Like, it doesn't make sense. I also lost one of my really good friends that I worked with, co-worker, manager of the Rite Aid that I worked at. I loved her to pieces. I lost her to inflammatory breast cancer. And I've even seen people on the internet saying that they have that have been called out for like lying. But it's clear if this girl has made it this far, I think there's even news articles about this. She's facing a felony charge for this, for fraud.
Lock her the fuck up.
Lock her up, throw
under
away
the prison.
key. Yeah,
under the prison.
Never to see the light of day again, because that is so fucking disgusting. Like, I can never get past anything like that.
Special place in hell.
But speaking of scammers, because I have another scammer that I came across.
Brittany Dawn.
No, not that one, but that is a scammer too. If you haven't watched Nick's video that we posted yesterday now on that, definitely go check it out, because Brittany Dawn is up to her old tricks, girl. And this time, in my opinion, it's worse than it was before.
Okay, but is it Cole Kerrigan?
No, it's not. Like, it's so crazy. Like, drama channels are so bad, but we're the ones sitting here pointing out this fuckery that goes on the internet.
Yeah. Cole Kerrigan, you're scamming. Let's all be honest out here. Cole Kerrigan is scamming over on the TikTok and the Instagram.
I have no doubt in my mind that that's what he's doing, but that's not what we're talking about. So there was another scammer, and typically you don't see this much, or I don't see it this much with like realty companies and stuff, but there was this person that took out this PPP loan that apparently was like a real estate agent, and she worked for all these different people, and she was supposed to like pay them, and she was out here buying cars and stuff, and when I saw this, I was just like, are you serious?
Well, she's the luxury real estate influencer is what they were calling her online. So I'm not sure if she actually has like a real estate license or not, or if she just goes to like really high. Well, I would think that she would, because to get into these places that are their multi-million things, you kind of have to have like credentials or like a credit
one would
score
think
or something
that
like
you
that,
would, you know. But you guys check out this clip really quick.
These are allegedly photos of Daniela Rendon in luxury cars, what appears to be a private jet, and lounging oceanside. But the Instagram account has apparently been wiped from the internet after the 31-year-old luxury real estate influencer was reportedly arrested for receiving nearly $400,000 through the Small Business Administration and Paycheck Protection Program. Instead of using the cash to keep employees paid during the pandemic, Rendon allegedly created fake payrolls for friends and family, pocketing the gains. This type of activity, an issue front and center at last night's State of the...
Okay, so like the fact that she got like $400,000 in PPP loans, like it's mind-boggling to me that people want to scam other people out of money, but the fact that they tried to scam the federal government out, like thinking that they would not get caught, is insane to me. Have you seen the thing that's going around with like how many nurses that got hired or not got hired at all, not got hired, that got these fake degrees, right? I think they said it was either 2,000 or 20,000 people, girl, and it happened, I believe, in Florida. They were passing out degrees for like $15,000. And so all these people went out into the workforce as nurses and just were like helping people, like not helping people. They were like working on people with doctors and like real nurses. Like the scam never stops.
Oh,
like I feel like a lot of people get hustle and scam mixed up, because there's a lot of hustlers that I know that work their asses off, but I feel like for every hustler there's a million fucking scammers.
I'm still over here shook that there are all these nurses out there that don't have any like...
I cannot believe that you haven't seen any. The next time, that's what my
never
TikTok
going to the doctor
is filled
again.
with. No, it's literally it was either 2,000 or 20,000. It might be 2,000, but there was like this college that these people schemed up and were like literally letting people pay them for degrees, and they went out into the medical field. They've already started arresting some of them because that is so freaking dangerous.
Electric chair. Imagine you're just sitting at home and watching the news, and the person that you thought was a nurse all of a sudden pops up on the fucking screen, and they like... Y'all, no, I would lose my fucking shit.
It almost like, do you remember that lady that was doing the sign language and stuff, and she got called out because she was on TV? They were having like a press conference like for the government or something, and she was supposed to be doing sign language and interpreting it, and like she didn't know what she was doing. They said that she was talking a bunch of nonsense.
You know, I used to know sign language, and I was really good at it. If I watched some videos, I could probably pick it back up, but I used to take like classes with my mom when I was a kid. That was like our thing for some reason. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, your mom was such a good soul. She raised a good man.
Yeah.
But anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts on that down below. Now, the next topic that I want to talk about is kind of like, I don't know if a lot of people, if this is going to land or not, but my parents were older, so I got the taste for like old rock and roll music and all that. I got everything because my siblings were much older than me, but I got to listen to all kinds of music growing up, right? So you may not know who Bonnie Raitt is, right?
I know her name, but honestly, I couldn't go past that.
Okay, well, I can. So this TikTok came across my feed, and there's this girl calling out Bonnie Raitt because, as you know, the Grammys happened. We had Sam Smith out there looking crazy.
The devil.
The devil incarnate, girl. And Bonnie Raitt ended up winning Song of the Year, right? Which is a big freaking deal. And the people over on TikTok just could not handle it. You guys, check this out.
Bonnie Raitt won Song of the Year at the Grammys, and needless to say, people on the internet are kind of outraged. That's because her song Just Like That was nominated alongside Adele, Beyonce, Harry Styles, Taylor Swift, Lizzo, and that's just to name a few. I understand bias, but personally, I do not know who this woman is, and so it's hard for me to agree that her song should be Song of the Year.
Okay, so this was a lineup of a lot of powerhouse singers: Adele, Beyonce, Lizzo, all these different people that are like super popular, super well known in the current age, right? So Bonnie Raitt is an old school singer, and you probably at least know one of her songs. I Can't Make You Love Me is an amazing song. I heard that song a million times growing up. It was like one of my mom and dad's like favorite songs songs of all time.
I don't think I know that.
It's an amazing song. But if you don't know that one, you probably know Let's Give Them Something to Talk About.
Oh, of course.
Everybody has sung that song in karaoke bars. Like, everybody knows that song.
Not me. Y'all don't want me singing.
But what a lot of people don't know about Bonnie Raitt is you need to respect her pen, because she's written a lot of songs for a lot of different artists that you know. And this has blown up on TikTok because people just don't understand why she would be picked for this song, when in reality she wrote an amazing song. I haven't listened to the song. I heard like a snippet of it. I haven't heard the whole thing, but apparently it was about one of her friends that was going through like a health issue. And if you know anything about Bonnie Raitt, she writes songs from the heart. And what this all goes to show, in my opinion, is like people can't think outside of TikTok. We have all these influencers with all these songs doing all these dances, and they don't know real artists when they see them. Like, and that's not taken away from the artists that were like nominated, but like there has to be some kind of like level of respect there for Bonnie Raitt. Put some respect on her name.
I'm just sitting here thinking, I don't even know what the song is that she won for. What's it called?
I don't know the name of it. I just heard a snippet on one of the TikToks.
Let's be honest. I think that Bonnie was a little shook and a little shocked that she won that award over Beyonce.
She actually
Taylor
was.
Swift. Like, could you imagine being in a category with Adele?
Yeah, no,
like,
she was shocked.
She was shook. She was like, good for her.
And she was like very like thankful when she won it, because I did listen to her speech. I think one of the funniest things that came out of it, and it's not funny, but it's funny, is the reaction of Beyonce. It's like every time Beyonce was snubbed at the Grammys for Song of the Year, which I believe that Beyonce should be respected. She's a powerful singer. She had everybody doing that riff from that concert.
Her
that
siren
she put on
call is what that was.
Adele, I love her. I love every single album she's put out. I can sing every single freaking word, even though you probably wouldn't want to hear it. And then you have Lizzo, who makes people feel good, and she comes out with all these bangers that go viral on TikTok. So I kind of get that the younger generation wouldn't understand why, but like people that are maybe older than 20 understand that Bonnie Raitt deserves some respect. They need to put some respect on her name, like I said before.
Amen.
A freaking men. But let's jump into Jaclyn Hill. Now, you guys know that Jaclyn Hill has been in the center of controversy for the past couple of months, even though she hasn't even really been on socials like that. Because, the only time she got back on Twitter after like a month of not tweeting at all was to respond to me and tag us all in that bullshit that she put out there. And that was bullshit. But with these documents from Morphe and Forma and all these different affiliates and subsidies of this company coming out, there's a lot of information coming out about Jaclyn, and it leaves me wondering if this is why she steered clear of social media, because her lies are really, truthfully at this point, unraveling.
To be honest, I think that Jaclyn steers clear of social media because, one, she receives so much hate, but also I don't think that she enjoys doing it anymore. Like, originally she loved making all the money and getting all the attention, but now it's just she wants all the money because all that attention that she's getting is not positive at all.
I think that and I can be like this sometimes too, but I feel like Jaclyn's in this mindset all the time. If it becomes too much like a job, you don't want to do it. And Jaclyn Hill has had it really easy on social media. So the fact that she doesn't get the views that she used to get, it's almost, in my mind, she thinks that it's not worth doing anymore. When she used to play up to her audience that she loved doing this and that this is what she was made to do and all of that different shit, which leads me into this thing. Now, when Jaclyn started uploading her videos, she said that she was never going to sell out, that she would never put profits over people, that she would keep it real and be herself 100% of the time. And she's proven time and time after that that is not necessarily true.
I promise you right here and now that I will never sell out. I promise you that I will never lie to you. I promise you that I will never put money above my relationship with my subscribers. I promise you that I will stay true to myself and I will stay true to you. I promise you that I will only talk about things that I genuinely love. I promise you.
Now, they all always say that. Michaela said it.
Yeah.
Like,
I will never sell out.
If people start a conversation like that I will never sell out, blah, 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 like, go running. The opposite direction. They're lying to you.
Yeah,
100%.
That's totally my opinion on it too. And a lot of people are waking up to Jaclyn now because it's happened so many times now at this point that she's predictable. She's readable. Like, you know what's coming next. If Jaclyn's uploading, she has something to push, or she's been working on something that she wants to reveal later to build anticipation for it. It's just the same song and dance with Jaclyn over and over and over again. And she started this health journey and a lot of people were into it, but then she went back to like the Amazon stuff and it's just never changing. It's like she'll give a little bit and then she'll take it right back.
I don't know. I just feel like people that are not going to sell out and they're not going to like...
They're not going to tell you.
They're not going to tell you. They're just going to show you by their actions that they're being honest with you.
No, I totally agree. But with all of that said, like I had mentioned, all of these documents are now coming out in this like court hearings and different stuff about Morphe, Forma, this whole mess. And yesterday they had a hearing and some more documents dropped. Now, shout out to T-Spill for this. Love you so much. She messaged me and she was like, have you checked out to see if there's any new updated documents? Because they had a court date yesterday. And I was like, no. So I went and checked and it was the mother lode. Now we were totally questioning. I had looked back on my videos and like in August of 2020, I said that I didn't think that Jaclyn Hill owned her brand at all. I didn't think that she had any kind of like stake in the company or anything like that. And come to find out with this that was posted yesterday about Jaclyn Cosmetics, apparently Forma owns her brand 100%. Like there's no way around it.
But are people like really surprised by this? Because Jaclyn is definitely that person that do the bare minimum to get like the success.
She definitely seems like the girl that would copy someone's homework and be like, yeah, I did it. And totally that's something that she would do.
Well, girl, she's copied so many people's homework.
Because she's that girl.
She's stolen the homework. She's copied the test. She's, like, done it all. That's what Jaclyn meant when she said, you know, and, like, you can be assured that you're buying into a family company. It's a family because they also own Morphe. They also own many other brands. So it's like a family over there.
Look at my baby reading my mind because I didn't say that yet, but that was going to be a talking point as well. So Jaclyn has used this being a family business as a means to sell her product. You guys check out this clip.
I did not create this. My mom did. I gave her full range and I said, listen, it's a new lipstick line, but mom, you create whatever you want. I don't care if it's a bright orange, if it's a bright red. I don't care what it is. You deserve to have something of your own in this line that people know, like they are buying into a family business when they purchase from Jaclyn Cosmetics.
So for me, I don't know what this falls under, but it's definitely a lie. Saying that if you support her brand, you're supporting a family business.
Girl, she told her mom in that video that, Mom, pick out whatever shade you want for the product because you deserve this. She deserves for Morphe and Forma to pay for it is what it is.
So what's funny about that to me is this is literally the equivalent of like your friend handing someone else a credit card and them going to the bar together and that friend being like, girl, I'll buy you a drink. Yeah, here, I'll put it on my card. And then swiping the other friend's card and paying for the drink. So Jaclyn was just the face of Jaclyn Cosmetics.
I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. I'm not gooped. I'm not gagged.
I'm not gooped. I'm not gagged because this is right on par with everything that Jaclyn Hill has done in the past, even before she had this branded lipstick gate happen. When I was actually researching this a little bit to refresh, I was reminded of when Patrick Starr was going through his PR package. You guys, this is so funny. And he was going through all the different shades and stuff. And he said, look at all the holes. And then somebody in the background said, is that a fungus?
So I'm just here editing. But Zach is here, my friend Zachary. So he separated the ones that have hairs and the ones that have holes. This one, oh my god.
Oh yeah. What are those holes? What does that mean?
It's fungus. Y'all need to shut the fuck up. Y'all, this one. Oh my. And this is the PR package. No. No, what is this?
Fungus.
Oh my god.
And that is the type of drama that I live for. Now, I shout out to Marva John because Marva John was tagging me in a bunch of different stuff under my tweet that I had put out about Jaclyn Cosmetics when this document dropped. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you definitely should. But Marva John posted this Instagram story that Jaclyn Hill had posted. I don't know when. It had to be sometime recent. And Jaclyn was answering questions that her audience had for her. And someone said, what's one thing you wish more people knew about you? And Jaclyn responded and said, this question makes me emotional. So emotional.
Taking some time off and screaming in her bed with people talking about her.
I wish more people knew that I'm actually a good person and I'm not a liar. I've gotten accused of lying about stuff my whole career and it sucks. I know I could have handled a lot of things better, but I'm not a liar.
She's lying about not lying.
She's lying about not lying.
That's what she's doing, liar.
And what this is giving me, do you remember when Gabby kept trying to say, oh, I'm a good person, I'm a good person? If you have to say that you're a good person, you're normally not a good person because your actions and what you do and how you interact with people honestly dictates if you're a good person or not, and other people can see that.
Or they'll say they're a good person, and every time they say it, they look to the right.
Yeah, and that's what's so funny to me. There's a clip where Jaclyn was like launching these lipsticks and revealing them, and she was like, you can get all 3 lipsticks for $49. Like, her voice cracks, and then
because it's a luxury
like
item.
The fact that Jen Loves in her video exposed that Jaclyn Hill paid 96 cents each for these luxury lipsticks. It's so funny to me.
Can we give a shout out to Jen Loves real quick? Because she has that marshmallow business, and he knows I do not like marshmallows at all. Like, marshmallows to me are just like gross. Her marshmallows are fucking amazing.
Well, they're not just your normal.
They're gourmet
marshmallow.
They're gourmet.
They are.
They're fucking delicious, gourmet. Jen Love. Good for you.
Yeah, thank you so much for sending those to us. They're good. We have some in the freezer. We should thaw out.
We have more?
Yeah.
Oh, bitch. After this.
But back to Jaclyn Hill. Like, in my previous video that I made about her just a few weeks ago, or maybe a week or so ago, I had talked about how Jaclyn said that she was not going to have any of these investors, that it was all going to be her. Like, what happened to that? Because there was a lot of people in my comments on my last video about her saying, well, maybe she owns a stake in it. Well, girl, joke's on you. She doesn't.
What happened to it was she saw how much it was going to cost for the amount of items that she wanted to put out.
And she's like, I spent too much on Amazon.
And she said, just not going to do it.
I do feel like Jaclyn Hill is one of those people, her money burns a hole in her pocket, girl, because she's always buying something. That closet tour was very, like, eye-opening to me about Jaclyn. Like, she spends some money.
Yeah, and now she's like on that Jaclyn's journey thing of she's not going to buy bags, and she'll be on Instagram. She'll be like, guys, I haven't done this in a while, but here's my new Chanel. And like,
well, she's not even on. Is she even doing Jaclyn's journey anymore? Because like the only thing we see or hear about from Jaclyn now is this damn cat called Puss Puss.
The journey's done.
I think the journey's over.
It's on pause. They put her on pause.
They put her on pause, girl. We're gonna be talking about a pause in your video.
Yeah.
But you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on all this stuff down below. And what do you think about Jaclyn saying that she's the founder, owner, and CEO of Jaclyn Cosmetics? That was just in June.
She lying.
That was just in June of 2022. So how did it change? Her name is listed literally nowhere in there on any of these documents that I've seen, and I looked through a lot of them. It's just really funny to me that she thinks that if you buy into a Forma brand, you're helping support a family business, when that is just literally not true. But aside from all of that, I hope you all have an amazing day, night, whatever it is when you're watching this, and we will see you on my next video.
And check out Gerard Cosmetics.
Yeah, don't forget to check out Gerard Cosmetics. Bye guys.